Hey guys, it's me, David Fitz, your host of the Let's Talk Weekly podcast. This is our fourth episode of the podcast. This week I'm joined by my good friend Anine Nguyen. This conversation was a lot of fun. We discussed various topics in the Olympics. Anine's wishes to enter the Olympic team in track and field. This was actually recorded a few days prior to the closing ceremony, so some of the stuff we'll talk about will be as it's coming up. But I hope you all are well, and I also hope that this episode gets a gold, if not a silver or a bronze. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this discussion on the 30th Olympics from London, England. In case you were waiting for the Olympic music to start playing, that won't happen because there's copyright issues. Anyway, you're gonna listen to my usual opening theme. See you later. Welcome to the Let's Talk Weekly podcast. I do understand. Okay. Yeah, I just started recording, by the way.
Okay.
So I guess the thing I'm trying to talk about is like the Olympics from your point of view, my point of view. Does I know you say you mainly have seen track and field, right?
Yes.
Okay, because now did you run track?
Yes, I did.
That's right.
Yes. I ran in high school and college.
Okay. What did you run?
I did the hurdles, high jump, and relays.
Okay. So how do you like seeing it like on the Olympic level?
It's exhilarating.
Good.
Makes me want to get back into it. Makes me miss it just that much more. You know, for me, it's like watching a Super Bowl, or probably what other people feel when they're watching Super Bowl. Super Bowl to me is just a game, but when it comes to Olympics is just, I mean, you're either going to be the best in the world or you're not.
That's true. Yeah, I know from I mean, I guess the way I look at it from my perspective is I'm looking at it from a fan that's like I know I don't understand all the sports, like the rules behind everything, and like all the calls that are made, technical calls, fouls, whatever. It's I enjoy seeing every team win. I mean, yes we do. Yes, I do live in America, but I like to see Japan or Britain or whoever, Jamaica. Did you want to go to the Olympic level?
Sure, who doesn't?
Of course, I know.
Oh yeah, everybody would like to go to the Olympic level. I mean, well, at least most people. But I mean, yeah, I would have liked to. That would have been awesome. Just to be there in front of all those people, running. That I don't even know how to explain, like, how it would have felt. Like, yeah.
I got you. I mean, how do you think the training level is higher for the Olympic athletes versus like college athletes?
Yes, I think it's higher and more specialized.
Okay.
So yes.
Hey, what do you mean by specialized in this case?
Well, when you are in college, you're competing. Most times, you do your specialty and you do other events for points because it's a team.
Right.
But when it's the Olympics, it's just you, and you are focusing on getting better at one event versus, I need to do all these events so we can score enough points to win our conference championship or something like that.
Okay, that makes sense. I've always wondered, like what goes through the mind of an athlete, like when they're on the track or on the field or on the court. Just the like I said a few minutes ago about being a fan. It's one thing you could look at it from okay, yeah, we're winning or we won, but I know it's a lot tougher on people who are involved.
Yeah, I mean, what goes through your head when you're about to compete? You know that's different for every athlete. Like for me, it's just getting the nerves out of the way. You know, I like to listen to music. I like to listen to music that hype me up. About what goes through the mind of every athlete is different. Some people are cool as a cucumber, can laugh and joke around. Others, you can't talk to them because you just mess up their focus. Usually, my whole thing was just staying calm and just trying to not get nervous and deal with the butterflies. So it's exhilarating. I know I use that word, but it's just when you step into a line for doing something you love, it's just your blood is pumping, and it's just okay. Let me just go ahead and get through this, and try to be the best.
That's true. I mean, I did play t-ball when I was younger. I mean, I had a chance to play basketball and even track, but I didn't really take them. And for one thing, me not being that much in shape, for one. But it's something I've always been curious about to think is, like, compared to, comparing U.S. to another country, do you think other countries take the Olympics more serious than we do?
Do they take the Olympics as a whole more seriously?
Yeah, as a whole, or like, I guess a country like Russia that we could say from America's point of view, they specialize in gymnastics.
Right. I think everybody sees the importance of the Olympics. They see it's the Olympics is on a platform for everybody because that means that you are the best, not in your country, not on your continent, but in the world. Now, do some countries focus more on certain events? Yes. Like, for instance, China, in badminton. They reign supreme in badminton. I watched the final and it was 2 Chinese teams. Whereas in America, there isn't that much emphasis on badminton or handball. I think it all depends on it all depends on which country. When you're talking about the African nations, they're usually more into the long distance running, the marathons, the 10,000, the 1,500. They usually focus more and reign supreme in those events.
Right.
So each country, I would say, has the sports that are their top priorities, but as a whole, does each country see the importance of the Olympics? Yes.
I did think that, but I want to get an athlete point of view. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. It was something I've been noticing, like watching the coverage, and it's like, okay, it seems like I'll take men's basketball for example. It seems like our guys, the NBA players, and they're there to have fun, and then they will switch on the serious hat when they get forced down. But throughout the entire game or in various games, they're just having fun. Where I can see other countries are taking it more serious, it's something I learned on one of the specials that NBC had. It talked about how in some cultures it's sports is their culture, whereas in America we use sports to encourage our students to do better in school. And I think where that comes into play, it's interesting to see that I can tell. Okay, yeah, we're just kind of having fun, and or we want to break a record, which is nice. But I think, I mean, and you can see a sense of pride in all the nations that represent it. That's the one thing I do appreciate. I think discovering that there are more events out there than what we see like during prime time. I know prime time will show they were showing swimming, gymnastics, track and field. I think the ones that we would say are popular here in the states. But I do like the fact that we are showing the other sports like taekwondo, rhythmic gymnastics, boxing. I didn't realize BMX was a sport in the Olympics until yesterday.
I believe they just added that.
Okay.
I have to check. I know it's in the X Games, but I believe they just recently added that to the outdoor games.
Okay. Which I think that does add some diversity to it. Would you consider trying out to join the U.S. team one day?
Sure. Yeah. So what?
Because maybe we could see you in Rio in 4 years.
Yep, you'll see me in Rio in 4 years.
I don't want to see you in the stands. I don't mean stands. I want to see you on the field.
Yep, we're gonna see me in Rio on the field in 4 years.
You have to get people to know you outside of the Carolinas.
Excuse me?
You have to get people to know you outside the Carolinas. Oh, wait, never mind. You're not in the Carolinas right now.
No.
I forget that sometimes. But it's something you want to add, stuff that you're looking forward to seeing before it's over.
No, I don't have anything to say.
Okay. I know we have a few more finals to go through, and then it will be over.
It sure will, and then I'll just have to watch all the replays over again.
But anything else you want to add about sports in general? Your love of sports.
No, it's just watch and enjoy and support. Watch, enjoy, and support the athletes. That's all I have. That's it.
Oh well, thank you.
You're welcome.
And there you have it, the 4th episode of the Let's Talk Weekly podcast. Hope you all have enjoyed our discussion on the Olympics, and hope you learned some things about what it takes to be an athlete. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode of the Let's Talk Weekly podcast. Later.